Hello, dear children. I, Mrs. Gurpreet Kaur Bhatia, welcome you all to the virtual classes of Jet Kids International School, Pusat. So, children of Standard 5, here today you are going to learn a new topic, and that is chapter number 7 of your literature book, course book, that is awareness about our environment. Children, as you can see, the environment is becoming what do you say, polluted day by day. During the lockdown period it was okay, yes, everything was clean, everything was pure, yes. But as the lockdown is over, now everything is unlocked. What has started? People started coming out of their houses, and again, uh, you know vehicles started emitting dangerous, harmful gases. Again, the air, the nature is going to become damaged. Yes, and of course, it affects everything in the world, in the universe. Yeah, not only the human beings, but other creatures are also affected due to this, harmful gases. Yeah, so let's talk about this lesson, and the theme is saving the environment. How can we save our environment, which has been declining day by day? Let's see. So, children, the objectives of this lesson are, in this chapter, we will read and understand a poem on the condition of the environment. Like, what is the condition of the environment nowadays? Yes, how is our surroundings? Is it clean or becoming dirty? How is it? Learn about imagery, alliteration and metaphor. Learn about biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. So children, these are the topics of science. Yeah, biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. You might be learning in your environmental studies also. So here also we will learn the same. So let's see. Okay, here is a very interesting session, and that is warm up. Work in pairs. Now, we people are not meeting in the school, so definitely you make a pair on phone and start discussing with your friends, and just solve this activity. Look at the pictures. What do they show? Discuss and write 3 actions we should take for or against each of these. Now you can see 3 pictures. Here the symbol is also mentioned in the first picture. Don't. Yeah, because the picture is having a line also, cut line. It shows don't, but still people are overlooking that board and not following it and doing the same thing which they are set to which they are prohibited to do. Correct? You can see all the waste material, bottles and many other things which are not going to be you can say degradable and biodegradable. This is not going to be buried in the ground. It is not going to be merged in the soil. Correct? So what will happen? It will create pollution, either air pollution or water. Yeah. And here second picture is showing, factories are emitting smoke through chimneys, and the same smoke, same water, dirty water is flowing into the rivers, into the waters, which is used by animals and human beings. And here in the third picture you can see trees are being cut. Cutting the trees is also enhancing, increasing the pollution. This is also one of the cause. Correct? So what are the steps should be taken to avoid all these things? I think my children can write it easily. Yes? Okay. Now let's see towards the another slide. Okay. Read this thought-provoking poem by Sylvia Stulls. who asks us whether we are aware of what are doing to our environment, what we are doing to our environment. This Sylvia Stulls, this is the beautiful poem composed by Sylvia. So she is asking all of us that are we aware of, are we familiar of what is happening around us? Yes, around our surroundings. How are our surroundings now? Are they clean? Are they dirty? If clean, then we should really appreciate ourselves. If not clean, then what are the causes? What are the reasons? What are the things which are making it dirty? And what are the precautions? What are the steps to be taken? Yeah, so this is very beautiful, thought provoking that, you know, that poetess is asking us, are we aware of what should we do, what are the steps, remedial steps? So let's read this beautiful poem and learn what to do. Broken bottles and charred pieces of glass, wadded up newspapers tossed on the grass, pouring of concrete and tearing out trees, this is the environment that surrounds me. Poisons and insecticides sprayed on our food, oceans filling with thick oil crude, all sea life destined to a slow, awful doom. These are the things we are to consume. Mills pumping out iron, expelling yellow fumes, airlines emitting caustic gases from fuels, weapons of destruction tested at desolate sites, and this is the air that's to sustain life. There has to be something that someone can do, like raise the awareness to those around you that if we do not heed the problem at hand, it's your life that's at stake, the destruction of man. Yes, children, isn't it a beautiful poem? Yes, earlier we were just looking at the surrounding and only, criticizing. But what should we do? Yeah, so now I'll give you the explanation. Broken bottles and charred pieces of glass. The poetess is saying that many a times we find that our, household wastage, bottles, and many other things are thrown on the, on the ground. And charred, what is the meaning of charred? Burnt and black. Yes, which is not going to be buried, which is not going to be transformed into, uh, not going to be merged. So charred, burnt, and black. Wadded up newspapers, tossed on the grass. Wadded means rolled into tight bundles. Yes, so they are also, thrown on the grass. Pouring off concrete and tearing out trees. Concrete means building material made by mixing together cement, sand, small stones, and water. Pouring off concrete and tearing out trees. This is the environment that surrounds me. Now they are saying that concrete, like all other material which is used to make the houses and all, and tearing out trees, and definitely we are using trees also for making our houses and all, furnitures and all. So these are the things which are causing pollution. Yeah, these are the natural things, children. This is the environment that surrounds me. Oh, yes, how poor the condition is. When I really looked around and I felt this is the situation, this is my surroundings, how awful, how terrible the situation is. Poisons and insecticides sprayed on our food. No doubt that the food which we people are intaking nowadays is full of insecticides, pesticides, chemicals, poisons. Yes, to get the harvest early. What the farmers are doing, but this is not the fault of farmers. They also don't know what to be done to get the quick harvest. They might be, we people have been using hybrid food. Yes, and which is very bad for our health, correct? And that don't only affect the farms and human beings, but other creatures too. Oceans filling with thick oil crude. Now, what is the condition of oceans? They are also filled with, what is the meaning of oil crude? Oil in its natural state before it is refined in factories to make petrol and diesel. Means raw oil. What is means getting mixed in the oceans? Crude oil. So that's making water dirty. All sea life destined to a slow, awful doom. Doom means end. Awful means terrible, which is unpleasant. So if ocean is full of crude oil and all living creatures, sea creatures are consuming that waters, but that waters is not at all that water is not at all clean. So ultimately, what's happening? Sea life is in danger. Yes, these are the things we are to consume. So these are the things like food, pesticide food, and oil is mixed in the oceans. Sea life is getting, getting at end. So what's happening? We are consuming such things. Yes, we creatures. Mills pumping out iron, expelling yellow fumes. What is the meaning of expelling? Throwing out with force. Fumes means smoke, gas, or something similar that smells strongly or is dangerous to breathe in. So, what the factories are doing? They are pumping out fumes, which is very dangerous to inhale because it is getting mixed in the air. Yeah. Airlines emitting caustic gases from fuels. Now, what about planes, flights? They are also emitting different dangerous gases which are getting mingled, mixed with the air, and we are inhaling the same air. Yes? Weapons of destruction tested at desolate sites. Desolate means alone, like remote areas where no residency. Yeah. So, what is being tested over there? Weapons. But the effects are coming everywhere, can be seen everywhere. And this is the air that's to sustain life. And we are, living in this air, we are inhaling this air, wherein becomes very difficult to sustain, to live. Yes, there has to be something that someone can do, like, means something is there which someone can do, means we people should do, we can do, you can do. What is that? Like, raise the awareness to those around you, at least those who don't know what they are doing. If they are making the surroundings dirty, so definitely we people should create awareness to them. Yes, what to do, what not to do. That if we don't heed the problem at hand, we should tell them. If we will not hear, we will not pay attention to the problem which is being faced by us, then definitely it's your life that's at stake. Means, at stake means that can be won or lost depending on the success of a particular action. If the actions will be going on, definitely life is in danger. But if you will find the solution, you will pay attention to the problem, definitely solutions can be found, and you can, if not, your life will be lost. If yes, you can win the situation, you can win your lives. The destruction of man. So this in this surrounding, if we people had been living for a long time, we would not get any remedial steps. Definitely, man's life is going to end. But if we will take the solutions, we will take the remedial steps, we will control the danger which the environment has been facing, definitely man's life would be pleasant one. Yes. So children, let's talk about the literary device used in this poem. 1 and 2, stanza 1 and 2. The consonant sound B is repeated in broken bottles, B, B, and the sound T is repeated in tearing out trees, T, T. Such a repetition of a sound is called alliteration. Alliteration. What are the meanings of literary devices? The devices, the tools which the poets are using to make their poems or their literature, uh, more impressive or decorative. Okay, to make it understand to the reader or to make it interesting. Okay, let's see. Science scan. Crude oil is a dark liquid that is found deep inside the earth. Millions of years ago, the oceans were filled with animals and plants. When these died and fell to the bottom of the oceans, they were buried under layers of sand and mud. Under heat and pressure, their remains turned into what we call crude oil and natural gas. Okay, so it comes out of the ocean only, but when it gets mixed with the what do you say, if it is not extracted and get mixed with the water, so definitely it affects the other living creatures. Yeah, so I hope that you have understood the science fact. Now let's talk about the words meanings formally. Charred. Charred means burnt and black. Wadded. Rolled into a tight bundle. Concrete. Building material made by mixing together cement, sand, small stones and water. Insecticides. Poisonous chemicals used to kill insects. Oil crude. Oil in its natural state before it is refined in factories to make petrol and diesel. Consume to eat or drink. Expelling, throwing out with force. Fumes, smoke, gas, or something similar that smells strongly or is dangerous to breathe in. Emitting, producing, or giving out. Caustic gases, chemical substances that are very powerful and can destroy or dissolve other substances. At stake, that can be won, or lost, depending on the success of a particular action. So children, here I hope that you have understood this poem and will definitely take some remedial steps after looking around yourselves. Okay, look around yourselves, look your surroundings. If some these types of actions are taking place, you can definitely find the better solutions. Okay children, so thank you. I would like to finish it here only. So next, we'll meet in the next video with the new topic. Till then, okay, you get your PH also. Yeah, your PH is read the poem 2 times and learn it properly. Write it in your notebooks. Okay, write the name of the poet and the poem and then start writing. Okay, children. Okay, we'll meet you again in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Stay blessed.